All right, everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Make yourself comfortable. Slide up in that chair of yours. Grab that favorite beverage of yours. Hopefully it's a nice steaming cup of coffee. And have that cool snack in hand. By cool, I mean cool and delicious. Delicious and nutritious. Adjust that screen. Adjust the volume because you're about to be inundated with the best part of your day, which is another fantastic, fabulous, amazing toy. I bring to you today a very, very cool, uber cool Space Patrol car, also known as this R-10 VW Space Patrol. But before I get into it, take a second to subscribe, please, because you will be happy you did. The YouTube algorithms will be happy you did. I will be happy you did. So it's a triple win situation. So if you're now comfortably ensconced and your beverage is in hand and your eyes are fixated on the screen, what do we have here? Anyway, it is the aforementioned Space Patrol VW, as it's lovingly referred to, or the R-10 VW. I don't know, it goes by so many names, even though the actual name is just the Space Patrol car, which is a common name that's been used on all kinds of things. But this is a very, very cool, very, very stylistic interpretation of a VW. And I love this so much that I've tried to figure out, is it worth it to get an old VW convertible and just mod it to look like this? Would it work, you know? And can you make it like sort of functional? I think it would. I even went so far as to say, and can I even have like a tin spacesuit made like that? That, you know, it could be, and I'd put a mannequin in it. But anyway, let's start with the box as always. And this is going to be a two-parter because A, I have to run, and then B, this toy will go all over the place. So I'll film it operating somewhere else. But don't get used to it because I won't do that too often. Here is the lovely graphics. You know, I never paid attention to that thruster, that rocket thruster in the rear. And it's so, you know, out of scale for the car. I wonder if they just pilfered that off an actual rocket. And, you know, it's got the lunar scape. It's a big toy. It's a big box. You know, 60s. But, man, did they go out with a bang. And there is a price tag here. What does it say? $8.97. It's hard to tell. Man, $8.97. That would be a bargain and a half. Man, I wish I could buy a boatload of these for $8.97. So here is the side panel. 2D batteries. Here is your end panel. And the panels are all the same. Anything else on here? It's item number 350. And if you see here faintly, it's the TN Nomura logo. That was very faint. No wonder in the reproduction boxes you rarely see that. Look at the color scheme on this car. It's freaking awesome. Awesome. It's this metallic blue with red and silver. I mean, this was just a beautiful design. Like, kudos to the artist that came up with this. But I really love this dash. I got to zoom in on this. This has to be one of the most spectacular dashes that they ever put in one of these space vehicles. How freaking amazing is that? Tons of details on that. I mean, it's really, really remarkable. And it doesn't stop there. Look back there. It's got all kinds of meters and dials. It's got this cool, you know, I don't know what the hell you want to call it. The flux capacitor, I used to call it. Here, let me zoom back out. There's that like rocket thruster. And the spring bumpers are kind of cool too. So the lithography is spectacular. But even on the astronaut himself, he's got and this is heavy too, by the way. You can see there he's got the Atom logo, his face, you know, just the details on his spacesuit. It's really, really, you know, even the seats. Oof, I get tired just holding that thing because with the batteries, it's actually pretty heavy. So that is a look. I mean, I'm trying to say, and this, by the way, is a second version. I don't know which came first, but they made this, and I have both of them. I actually have two with the metal windscreen, and this is the one with the plastic windshield. At first, I wasn't sure I'd like it, but I actually dig it. It looks really nice on the car. I didn't think it would look as nice as the metal one, but I like it. And actually, it's not bad. And by the way, it does have this cool coil-over spring antenna with a loop on it, as you see here. Here's the bottom, and it's got VW on the freaking hubcaps. You know why? Because they made a lot of VWs, and they probably used the pressing. They're like, we're not going to redo the VW hubcaps. It's good enough to use for the space ride too. So anyway, that's a look. So what I'm going to do is I'll stop the video now, and then I'm going to film a part. I'll move it somewhere else where it has more room to show it operating, and then we'll pick it up after that. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back. So let's get this puppy started here. All right, let's get him back on to his box now. So that was your Space Patrol R-10 VW in action. As you can see, it went all over the damn place. It's very hard to follow this toy. And you require a really confined area where his bump and go can keep it in the same square, let's say. So once I have a setup, that's got some nice little cushioned areas and it can stay within a certain spot, it would be much easier to film, but at least we got to look at it. So that's it. Let me know what you think of this toy. They're very desirable. People love this. I guess it's a crossover. It's a vehicle. It's a VW toy. It's a space toy. It has an astronaut in it. I always think this reminds me again of Back to the Future, like the flux capacitor. Maybe that's what inspired the design of the flux capacitor in the DeLorean. But I think this is probably one of the coolest space vehicles ever made. I honestly think so. It's very cool, very hefty. And let me know if you feel the same way. But at any rate, I appreciate your time as always. Thanks for joining me. And leave a remark and let me know what you think. Don't forget to thumb up the video. And most importantly of all, please don't forget to subscribe and share the video on all those other cool platforms you know about. What they are that's cooler than this, I have no idea. And I mean, there's social media sites that aren't video related. So with that, thanks again, and I will talk to you later.